Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the fall luxury. So maybe I should start with this scarf. This is obviously one of the Louis Vuitton shawls. You know, every time this cooler weather starts coming, this is literally what I'm taking out very, very quickly. I have two of those shawls. So this is the first one that I'm styling today. This is actually, I think this is the correct size, more like a navy, and this is more like a silver size. But since I have that kind of like a neat sweater, by the way, it's so cute. It's from Loft. If it's still available, I'll link it down below. I kind of like to put it with a contrast with that silver, although the blue would go nice as well. But I don't know, it just felt like a silver. But let me tell you guys, those shawls are amazing. They are very thin, they are oversized, and they keep you warm, but they are not like very, very bulky. So it's very easy to kind of tie them, you know, and style them in many different ways. I do own two of those shawls. So obviously this is the first one. This was actually the second one I've got. The very first one I purchased was this, I believe it's a dune color. So it's very kind of, you know, very light, not in your face, you know, because I was like, I don't want to have a monogram all over myself. But you know what? Once I get this one, I started using it, I said to myself, I actually like the monogram. So I like the pop of those, you know, LVs kind of, I don't know, I just like it. But, you know, you can certainly get something that is just like basically one color. And, you know, if you don't want to be too kind of loud. Yeah, this one is basically almost looks the same on both sides. And I really like them, like I said, because they are very thin and very easy to kind of style. You can wrap it around, you know, your shoulders like I'm doing it right now. You can wrap it around your neck and just they keep you warm. They're incredible. The only downside, and I mentioned it many times, is they do snag a lot. Okay, so just keep that in mind that once you get one of those, and if you wear, I don't know, anything, watch, sometimes even piece of jewelry or something, or zipper from your coat, or you can just snag them so easily. So this is kind of a bummer, if I have to be honest, because, you know, those are pricey items, but they are just so good. They're just so stylish. But I wish they would just be done maybe a little bit differently, that they wouldn't snag so badly. So years ago, I also purchased a lot of, you know, I have a lot of shawls, and I'm just featuring here a few, but I purchased those Burberry shawls, and these are a good alternate to the LV. These are slightly smaller, but they don't snag. Again, they're very soft. They do have a combination, I believe, on wool and cashmere, if I'm right. They never snag, okay? So, and they're obviously less pricey. I'm not sure if those exact same will be available. Probably not, because I bought these years and years and years ago. But if you're a fan of Burberry, and mine's are with the little fringe, you know, they are so nice. They're so squishy, they're so soft, and because I love that so much, I end up purchasing two different ones. So this is obviously like a typical, you know, kind of a Burberry check, and this one is a lighter version of that. So yeah, this one is also beautiful. And you know, the good thing is they're also very not thick. So when you wear it, you know, again, you can just style it very easy. They're gonna keep you warm because they have some wool in it. But at the same time, I hate like super bulky, you know, kind of scarves, heavy scarves, and these are not. Any of these is not. I'm gonna try to, if I can find anything that is similar to these, I will link it down below, and I'll certainly, you know, link it down below a couple of these. It's very good idea to buy LV shawls, especially LV shawls, secondhand. If you can find them like on FASHIONPHILE, that's where I'm gonna usually link it, like in excellent condition, or usually I'll look for excellent condition. You can always save a little bit of the money. So yeah, check out the description down below, because I'm on the lookout. You know, you can always save a couple of $100. So, you know, if that's what you really want, one of those, you know, nice LVs, I would suggest to go in the pre-owned, you know, kind of section and look there. And as long as it's in, you know, excellent, very good condition, I think it's worth to buy. Now, I live in the south of America, and once the fall comes, the weather here is a little funky. We go from being very early morning, like 50s, being in the 50s, up to the 80 during the day. So, you know, having this kind of shawls is really, really good alternative for a coat, for example, because I can wrap this around, you know, when I go early to the work and I'm freezing basically, you know, but it's okay. I just, you know, I wear like a nice shirt or like light sweater, usually like a shirt. I would wear a long, you know, like a button-down shirt, and I'll just wrap this around me, and it's fine in the morning, you know, it's a little bit cool, but it's fine. In the afternoon, I can just take it completely off and just have a shirt on, and you know, because the weather is crazy, you know. So having this kind of, you know, some kind of a shawls, it's great, especially here in the south. Okay, let's talk shoes. Loafers are again back. And I know last year I've talked so much about my Prada loafers, and yes, I am already using them. As I started to using them sometime in September, you know, once the weather gets a little cooler, and you know, obviously I'm wearing longer pants and, you know, like crop pants, and yeah, loafers are back. So basically Prada is back, and Prada is still available. They release a new batch of shoes, so fresh loafers, so you can still get them, and it seems like they're selling like hot buns. Loafers are so incredibly popular, and I feel like all the influencers, even like I've seen on the TikTok, are just raving about different kind of loafers. I also think the Celine loafers are hot this year. I still think Prada are #1, if I have to be honest, but I've seen a lot of people raving about the Celine. I'll link them down below. Chanel are another ones. They are crazy popular, but also very, very expensive and impossible to buy unless you have a good essay. But let me show you another good alternative. So because I love my Prada so much, and you know, I wore those Prada loafers last year, basically throughout the fall and winter. I just went crazy. So I went on the Nordstrom website and I've picked up the Alexander Wang loafers. You know, I was thinking first to get the Celine, but the Celine is kind of very chunky, kind of similar to Prada. So you know, I just wanted a little bit different. I think they call them like a penny loafers. So we're gonna do a little unboxing. They do come with some kind of a black dust bag, and there's like no print on it. Oh, there's a little Alexander Wang on this. So I got myself, I think they call them penny loafers, right? So these are not chunky, these are just like your classic style loafers, and the leather on the shoes is a little bit, it's not patent, but it's like a kind of a shiny leather. It's kind of reminds me of the box leather. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's a calf, but it just has some kind of like a different finish on it, but it is not patent. But I do like that little sheen. You know, it's slightly different from the Prada, and these are, you know, like I said, they are not chunky. They don't have that chunky sole. The sole is beautiful. It's all leather. That seems to be like incredible. I mean, look at this. Look how nicely the heel is kind of attached. So it seems like they are made very, very well. It says Alexander Wang here in the middle, and then it's obviously, if you look at here, you have Alexander Wang, and then I have New York, but you have to kind of it's two different ways. So New York is this, the right side, and then you have this way. So yeah, it's kind of funny how they did it, right? You have to, if you look up front, you see Alexander Wang, but if you see from your kind of point of view, the New York is on the right side. So, but yeah, I do like, you know, it's just like a small kind of a gold feature, you know, obviously the little logo. They do have like a little stitching here on the back. And they're very, you know, very kind of a classic style loafers. I don't like the loafers that have like a very, very thin bottom. I did purchase like a Ralph Lauren, very comfortable loafers from Macy's. I can also link them down below, but I end up returning them just because they had like a thinner sole in here, and I do like, you know, I do like a little chunkiness, you know, but they're obviously not as chunky as my Pradas. Do you see the difference? So the Prada has a very, very big chunky sole, and obviously Alexander Wang are a little bit more, you know, a little bit more classic, let's put it this way. Also, the price wise, you know, it's still obviously a luxury. I think they were about $500, so it's a half a price of Prada's. You know, the Celines are also very, very expensive. And if you, because I know a few of you tried those Pradas last year because I recommended so much, and I've heard many comments that they are kind of not as comfortable. To me, Pradas are super comfortable, but yes, they don't have like a very soft bottom, you know, especially on the ball of your foot. So if you, I don't know if you, oh, you could, yeah, you can tell. Do you see this little white section in there? This is all cushion. It's incredibly, you know, when I put this on, I was like, wow, I can actually tell the difference, because Prada doesn't have it. So, you know, it took me probably two wears to break the Prada shoes, you know, to feel super comfortable in them. But these, I feel like when I wear them, they're just gonna be perfect the first day. So yeah, because of that little white cushion. So the leather section is being like cut off in the middle, and you see that little white kind of cloudy bottom in there, which is nice. So yeah, I'm super excited to have another pair of loafers, and I think they're just gonna be perfect for the fall. So before I mention any of the handbags that I usually like to wear and I usually gravitate towards during the fall, let's talk about the beauty first. Let's just do the beauty section, specifically perfumes. I would say that my number one choice when it comes to the perfumes in the fall is the Dune from Christian Dior. And I mentioned that perfume on my channel many times, and I know quite a few of you purchased it last year, you know, after hearing my recommendation. It's just stunning, okay? I have no words to describe this. This is very unique. It's very different. It's not your typical floral, but at the same time, it's not like a typical heavy perfume. There is just something in it that just makes it special. And I know this is a very, very old perfume, meaning it was released a very long time ago, quite years and years and years and years ago. Because first I fell in love with this back in college and I graduated in 2003, so we talk about almost 20 years ago. So yes, if you haven't tried the Dune, you should definitely try it. You can only probably get it at the DIOR, Christian Dior website. I'm gonna try to link it down below. I'm gonna try to find everything. And because it's, you know, it's quite an old perfume, it's not very popular, so it's not like in the mainstream stores anymore. But trust me, you have to try it. This is just incredible. Okay, the other perfume that I already had like a little small sample, and I'm on to the next little sample. It's like a deluxe kind of a size. This is from Replica, and this is called By the Fireplace. If you smell this perfume, you're literally smelling a fire. It's amazing. If you're, again, more into those warm, kind of earthy tones, smells, there's no other way to describe this as just a fire. Actually, yeah, it's just beautiful. So again, this is gonna be for fall, the best for the fall and winter, because it's, again, one of those nice and warm perfumes. I do love any perfumes that will include an amber for the fall as well. and I did finish my Amber perfume from Hermes, so I don't have that anymore, but you know, I have to finish the one I have before I purchase any more. So I'm not gonna buy any more fall and winter perfumes, or at least I hope I won't. But yeah, I definitely gonna use the Dune by the Fireplace, and also these two from YSL are incredible for a cooler months. So this is called a Libre, and the one here is the original scent, and I absolutely love it. I am obsessed with this, and you can certainly wear this year round. It's just a little bit on the heavy side, so I usually don't gravitate towards this perfume in the summers, because the summers here in the south are so crazy hot. You know, it's 100 degrees, so I really rather wear something light and something floral. It's more on the heavier side, and because I love this one so much, I purchased the intense version of that I believe last year. And to be honest with you, if I have to pick one, I'll probably go for the original. Intense is also very nice. It has a little bit different tones, a little bit different notes, but it is very, very beautiful. But again, if I will have to pick, you don't have to have both. And if I'll have to make a decision quickly, I will probably go with the original Libre. And look at the bottle. I mean, the bottles are just so incredible. It looks stunning, you know, on your vanity if you want to like display those perfumes. Just amazing, and I think they are perfect for the cooler months. All right, let's talk about a couple of beauty items. The first would be the lipstick that I'm wearing today, and this is from Gucci. It's called A Blaze of Noon, and I usually gravitate to very pinky and mauvey kind of lipsticks, but you know, this kind of nudie, more I would say more carrot bronzy, you know, it's perfect for fall. So, and it goes, by the way, it goes very well with my eye makeup, which we're gonna talk about in just a second. But yes, this is the lipstick I'm wearing today, and it's really, really good. Gucci lipsticks are actually incredible. I have quite a few of the Gucci lipsticks, and they are very nice. They're very moisturizing, and especially, you know, the line with the thinner tubes, which I also have. One of my favorites lipstick is there. But yeah, I would highly recommend any Gucci lipsticks, and obviously there are different colors, but the particular one that I like for the cooler months is the Blaze of Noon. And then because I cannot, you know, wear a hot pinks or very kind of bright pinks because it kind of looks silly, I found one lipstick years ago which I love from Chanel, which it's a little bit on the nudie side, but it does have a combination of some pink in it, and it's called a Cecile, and this lipstick is beautiful. This lipstick has like a little bit of the I would say like a metallic sheen, but it's absolutely amazing. Here it is on my hand. It's like a more like a toned down kind of a, you know, mauvey. It has some sheen, which I love. It's quite moisturizing, and it's classic, you know, in my opinion, and I have it for a while. I should make an effort to finish this season. I love this lipstick. It's absolutely amazing, and like I said, it's not very kind of screaming pink, you know, for the fall. It's a little bit toned down, a little bit more on the nudie side. So yeah, absolutely love this. So this is something I have been using recently. And let's talk about a couple of eyeshadow palettes. The newest eyeshadow palettes that I purchased, and I share with you guys in my video. I'm gonna link that video up there. It's the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona. So this is relatively new to me, but you know, those colors are so kind of warm, and they are calling, you know, just pretty much they are screaming of fall to me, maybe except that yellow, although yellow too, you know, yellow wouldn't be one that I would be using. But so this is one of my newest palettes, so obviously looks like brand new. And also the one that I've used a few times, but it also on the newest, kind of I have it for not too long, is this is the bronze palette. This is also from Natasha Denona, and by the way, this one is much smaller. I'm gonna show you the difference. but just those colors, you guys. It's, see, like even the pen size are much smaller in this palette. These are much bigger, but this one was under 50% off on the Sephora website. If it's still, you know, on the sale, I would say just grab it. These are, and again, those colors, I just love it. And, you know, I love the little pinkies, mauvies tone. So to me, this is just like perfect combination of colors for the fall. If you're not into a very large palettes, because I know not everybody are, because, you know, we don't always get a chance to use all the colors, you might consider getting some of her smaller palettes. And again, this one is the Sunset, like a mini Sunset, which is the large palette, and this one is mini Nude, which I think they are perfect for this time of the year. So I'm gonna show you little close-ups. You can probably see the mini Nude I've used quite a bit. This is my, this was not as used as much, obviously, but the mini Nude is like my number one, probably. It's just like the best, you know, you can put so many looks with that eyeshadow palette, and it's great for travel as well. So these are certainly a good alternative to the big palettes, you know, if you don't want to spend so much money but still have a nice, you know, quality eyeshadow from Natasha Denona. These are great for fall. So I have to mention the eyeshadow that I've been obsessed since I purchased it, since I show you guys in my recent haul. This is the one that I have on today, and this is the Crazy Chanel. Yes, I know. I was a little bit on the fence, but you know what? No, these are just beautiful. And I know the cost, that was so crazy expensive. We're paying crazy money for those eyeshadow palettes, but these are so beautiful. That's what I have on today. This is literally what I have on today. And I have been using it basically since I haul, you know, since I show you guys. Even that gold color, which is basically a topper, this is not a very kind of pigmented color, I have like all over my eyelid, and just gives you incredible spark. And these are obviously good, you know, I have it in my crease, and I have it like, you know, kind of a blendable, let's put it, colors. They blend like a dream. I know, it's crazy. It's $88. It's absolutely ridiculous, but you know what? They're beautiful. So yes, if they're still available, I highly recommend them. I highly recommend you go and get it. There were 4 different ones, quads, that they came up with, and I was gonna purchase the mauvey one, the one with the pink kind of mauvey eyeshadows. It was number 3, but ultimately I decided to go for this one after seeing some of the reviews. So yeah, they're really beautiful. All right, guys, so let's talk about a handbag. So obviously it's a fall. This is the handbag. This is the handbag that I mainly use during the fall and winter. If I need a smaller handbag, this is obviously, the color speaks for itself, and just the fact that it's suede, you know, it just makes extra folly. Is that a word like that? So yes, I love this bag. I purchased it last year around like September time, so it's been a year, and obviously I only use it in the fall and winter. For the spring and summer, this bag was just basically being stored, so I'm super excited to take it out again and, you know, start using it. It's absolutely amazing. This is the YSL camera bag. Loop camera bag. I'm not sure what's the correct name, but it does come with the, you know, with the tassel, obviously, and you have a strong, long crossbody strap, adjustable, very easy. You know, I have a black version of this handbag, which I use nonstop. So yes, it's nice to have a little bit variety for the fall season. So this would be my pick number 1. On the Go in the reverse, kind of a, well, it's a dual monogram really, but I don't know, for some reason the reverse side, it screams fall to me. I don't know, maybe because it's kind of like that brownish orangey color. So I do gravitate towards this bag mainly in the fall once I start work, and it's a good tote. I usually use totes when I go to work, so it can fit a ton. This is in an MM size, and I love it. And just because the reverse monogram, I'm thinking fall. I don't know why. I was not thinking about this when I was purchasing this handbag, but the moment I started using it, I was like, this is such a fall handbag. And to me, Louis Vuitton monogram is a year-round handbags, in my opinion. Like, there's no good or bad time to use them. They are fine year-round, but maybe it's just the giant monogram and the fact that it's quite a big chunk of the reverse monogram. It kind of reminds me of fall for some reason. So yeah, this is my mainly fall handbag. One of my newest handbag, which I purposely chose in that particular color, is obviously my Teddy Blake handbag. And again, I am just so much gravitating towards this kind of a warm cognac, warm brown color. I love it. I use it quite a few times already, and again, you don't need to spend a fortune. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars for a beautiful high-end quality handbag, luxury, because I consider this affordable luxury. This handbag is made 100% in Italy, and it has like a Saffiano, I would say, like a Saffiano leather. It's incredible. And again, that kind of a suede, interior is just like, yeah, I have some stuff in here, so please ignore. But yeah, it is amazing. And I know quite a few of you asked me if the inside pocket is attached to the bottom, and I think I mentioned it when I did the unboxing. By the way, if you haven't seen the video, I will link it up there. I did mention when I did an unboxing that yes, the bottom pocket is attached to the middle pocket is attached to the bottom, so things are not kind of falling under, things are not just moving around, let's put it this way. So it's a Costco receipt, isn't it? So anyway, yeah, it is very, very nice handbag. And even I've seen their recent collection of Teddy Blake's handbags. They're amazing. You should go and check it out. So yeah, check out their website because the handbags are incredible. Chanel, my Chanel boucle tote. I love this tote. And again, because of its material, because of that fabric, it's kind of reminds me of a nice sweater, nice warm sweater. And yes, I do occasionally use this handbag during the summer, but honestly, this is such a fall and winter handbag. Maybe just because of the material. My material that I picked is it's like a boucle, basically. But, they make it with like a nice canvasy materials, and they make with so many different colors, that I would highly recommend this Chanel tote. It's incredible. But I do love mine in that boucle color. I just think it's stunning, and, it's just a contrast of the kind of I would say lurex, maybe. It's a lurex, thread on obviously on the logo, and it's kind of all over the the handbags. It's kind of like, it's wintry, it's kind of like, oh, it's cold, let's just bundle up, that's kind of my thought when it comes to this handbag. So yes, I reach for this bag a lot once it gets cooler, so I'm excited to use it again this season. I love my Neverfull monogram. Neverfull classic monogram is probably my favorite handbag that I've been using for years. But since I purchased this version, which is in the leather version, which is beautiful, kind of a light color, I really have been into it. I've been kind of taking it out to work quite a few times already, and I love it. I believe that this can be like a year-round handbag. This is not obviously strictly fall handbag, but that's where I'm really starting to use it a lot. You know, maybe the fact is that you know, during the summer I'm usually off, I don't work, I don't have to take a lot of larger bags with me. So maybe just the fact that, you know, I'm back at work, I'm dragging lots of music with me and all that stuff. And I have stuff in here, but it is such a beautiful handbag because I've been using it. And I love the leather, you know, I really love the leather. I've got some messages from you guys telling that you guys ordered some handbags. You know, this particular one, this one came up also in the black leather, and originally I wanted a black, but then I tried this one on. I forgot the name of this exactly, but it's like a taupey kind of beigey color. And my sister was like, no, that's the one. That's the one you have to go on. Even the sales associate at the Louis Vuitton store, boutique in Warsaw, he told me the same thing. Just go with this one. And I'm glad I did. Because, you know, the strictly big black tote would be like, I think it would be like a very mentally heavy. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but you know what I mean. It's, even though I really don't have a large black tote, like a leather tote like that, I do have Chanel surf tote, but it's a smaller tote. It's black, but it's a smaller tote. I feel like LV in that size black would be kind of very overwhelming. So yeah, I'm very glad that I went with this color. And again, I think buying this pre-owned can save you quite a bit of the money. So I would, you know, obviously if you're trying to save a little bit, I would go with the pre-owned if you can. And I'm gonna try to find it on FASHIONPHILE. I've seen a lot of them in excellent condition and they are under the retail price. So yeah, if something is in excellent condition from FASHIONPHILE, even very good, you just have to kind of read the description. But I will highly recommend to go in the, you know, kind of pre-owned, to the pre-owned market. And this way you can save quite a bit because, you know, it's leather. It's gonna be expensive. All right, guys, the very last handbag I just have to give a little honorable mention is obviously my garden party. I did use it quite a few times already. I stuff it nicely again with the air paper. Yes, I use it quite a bit. And, you know, I put this little twilly, but I think this is gonna be more like my little brightness for the summer, you know. So I think I'm gonna take the twilly down, and I might buy some more kind of like an orangey twilly, or I might just leave it all, you know, just the leather handles, just like this one, without anything. But obviously this handbag, you know, I have been, like I said, I took it with me quite a few times, and sometimes it's just when I go to work, I just need a bigger tote, you know. So this one is more like everyday handbag, but if you need to kind of carry a lot of stuff, that's, you know, that's obviously not large enough for me, especially if you carry like a document, you know, A4 kind of a format. So then obviously this is not, you know, for that purpose. But yeah, I think for the fall and winter, I'm gonna take the twilly down because it's a little bit too pinky, but it kind of looks cute, you know, it's a nice kind of a contrast. So yeah, I'm looking forward to use this one obviously more because I just got it a couple of weeks ago. So, you know, that's my newest baby. Alright guys, so I guess this is it for today. That's all I have. I'm gonna try to link basically everything, whatever I can. If I can find the items, I'm gonna link them down below. So please check on the description box. Also let me know what are your favorite you know, fall items, and what kind of handbags do you usually use, and are the perfumes, what is your favorite perfume? Because I'm always looking for good perfumes, and I'm trying my best not to buy it, but then again, you know, terrible. Anyway, yeah, please leave a comment down below. Let me know about your favorite fall items and what are you looking forward to use this fall. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, obviously. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't seen any of my recent videos, I'm gonna link them down here, so you may click as well and check out some other fun stuff. Alright guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!